Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Nameless Losers. As always, I'm Ryan,
And I'm Alyssia.
and I feel like we should apologize because Alicia's been busy this past week, so we haven't posted anything. But we're back now, episode 10, I think. I think I can count. I believe it's 10. Anyway,
It's 10.
we're back, and
We're
not
ready.
that too. Not a lot happened this past week. I mean, it's been kind of boring.
I've been
Uh,
so busy that I haven't even had time to sleep.
Yeah, Alicia's been busy. I text her like almost every day. It's like, hey, we doing the podcast? Just like, I can't. I got to do this. And I text her the next day, hey, we doing the podcast today? No, I can't. I'm doing this. So eventually, I just stopped texting her and told her, it's like, whenever you're ready, just let me know.
This is the only night I have off. The rest of the nights I have to work in the afternoons.
Yeah, we tried to set a time because it was supposed to be that we were gonna meet every
Sunday.
Sunday
And
at
then I
2.
started working on Sundays. And I want to die.
And then she's like, well, I can't do it Sunday. Let's do Monday. And then I was gonna text. I did. I texted you Monday.
Yeah, you texted me last Monday.
I was like, "Hey, when are we doing this?" And you're like, "I'm busy. I got to do this." I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, I had to meet with my group. We had a project
yeah." She's crying deep down inside.
every day. Every day I'm like, I need to quit.
Yeah, it's a struggle, but yeah, no, I've pretty much been at home, go work, go home.
You've been learning Japanese.
I've been teaching myself Japanese. I have 5 months before I go to Japan, and I at least want to like understand it a little bit, like, and be able to read it. Because from what I understand, contrary to popular belief, a lot of people don't actually speak English in Japan.
Yeah, and I feel like that'll be very scary. Like if you go and you don't learn the language and you're like lost.
Yeah, if I was going by myself,
Oh yeah,
that would be a problem. But since I'm going with like a group of people and it's like a bunch of uh, activities are set up, we always have a
translator.
translator for the activities. Like when we go see Mount Fuji, we're just going to be a translator there, giving us a tour. When we go to Nagasaki, Hiroshima, one of the two. Anyway, uh,
Hiroshima.
when we go there, there's going to be a translator there. We're going to go on a tour there. But at the same time, we also have free days where we get to spend at least one day in each city by ourselves doing whatever we want, going to different shops or trying different foods or whatever.
I have a question.
Okay.
Have you learned any pickup lines in Japanese?
No.
You can pick up some anime girls.
No. I just started learning Japanese, and I regret not learning it sooner because
It's a lot.
it is a lot. I looked up the hardest languages to learn for English speakers.
It's Japanese, right?
No, the hardest one is I think Hungarian. Japanese is number 3 on the list.
What's the second one?
I don't remember.
I remember I worked with this lady, so she was a Japanese teacher,
Yeah,
and I was her assistant.
yeah,
And oh my god, like I was like, oh cool, I'll be an assistant, I'll get to learn a little bit of the language. It is so hard, even drawing, because we had to learn how to draw
yeah.
the symbols, and if you made one like mistake, it's a whole new letter, and
Yeah.
it is I cannot, I gave up.
Yeah,
I just was in it for the sushi.
Yeah, I've learned the first alphabet, or the first alphabet. There's
Jesus.
technically 2 alphabets, and then a third, but the third isn't really an alphabet. It's more of the language itself, because each word in Japanese has its own symbol, for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
But for the word, from what I understand, there's the symbol for the word, and then alongside the word, they normally have the spelling, the pronunciation alongside it. So if you don't know what that word is, you could at least read it. But I have not learned any of the words. I've learned the first alphabet, all 101 characters.
You said you learned how to say dog.
Yeah,
Inu.
yeah.
Any others?
There's a couple. I mean, none that I can remember offhand. But like the program that I'm using right now, it teaches you. Well, so far it teaches you the characters, and then it makes words out of the characters, and then you move on to the next
Is it
set of
Duolingo?
characters. No, it's not Duolingo. Duolingo is different.
It is the
Gives
devil.
you it gives you words right away, and it's like this is how you say this sentence. I'm not gonna tell you how to spell it out or anything, but this is how you say it.
Yeah, that's true. Have you seen like those memes of Duolingo and it's like, "Are you ready to play?" Like Saw.
I've seen the one where it's so you missed your
Duolingo.
Duolingo lesson today. You know what happens next. And then there was another message underneath that says something about intruder has been spotted at the back porch, like right after.
That's the kind of motivation I need, though.
It's just like if you don't do your freaking lessons, we're gonna come freaking beat you up with a baseball bat.
Oh,
Just imagine a green owl flying into your house with a fucking baseball bat.
that's even scarier than a person. A green fucking owl. It like talks like really cute too. Just beating you with a bat.
You gonna learn your lessons now?
Hi, you want to learn your lessons now? Just like beating you to death.
I'm sorry.
And it's like, say something. And if you can answer it, I won't hit you anymore. You're like, fuck, I didn't go to the lesson. I
It's like I haven't taken my lessons in a week.
don't know. It's like saying, how do you say dog in Japanese, Ryan? Just beating you.
uh, yeah, but
I'm gonna have nightmares.
oh man, yeah, that's gonna be your next dream.
It's gonna be my sleep paralysis demon.
Just a Duolingo owl.
Yes. We're not gonna get any sponsors from Duolingo, are we?
Oh man. Um,
When we were all popular and then Duolingo's like, yeah, we're not gonna sponsor you. We heard episode 10.
we went all the way back,
You
and
called us your sleep paralysis demon. Yeah. No, we're not gonna work with you.
either that or they're just gonna send you a plush of the owl.
Oh my god. And his eyes like follow you.
That would be as long as it's not like a porcelain doll. I think you'll be good.
Oh my god.
Porcelain dolls, like their eyes seem to follow you.
I'm terrified of porcelain dolls.
I've never liked porcelain dolls. Like even before Annabelle came out, I was terrified of them. My grandma and my little cousin, they loved them, and they always went to like garage sales and yard sales and bought all of them that they could. And they just like put them in my grandma's house, like on one of the walls. And I hated going into that room because like they were just looking at you.
My mom has a bunch of them, and I am terrified of them. And another scary thing is, I watched a Vine, not a Vine. Why am I calling it Vine? It's TikTok of a
Okay.
Raggedy Ann doll, and she's like, "Look at this! Like my husband's or my mother-in-law has so many Raggedy Ann dolls. She collects them, and all of a sudden, like she's like, this one's like 6 feet tall, and then it like poked his head out, and she started screaming and crying. I can't. That's another sleep paralysis statement.
Raggedy Ann wasn't that bad for me. Like my mom had one, but it
I
was
don't
never
know.
like
Imagine 1,000 of them. One's a 6 feet tall, dude.
that's like
2
a
feet?
foot taller than me.
Oh yeah, a foot taller. That's.
I was gonna say 2 feet, but then that would make me a foot shorter than I actually am.
I was gonna say 2 feet.
Yeah.
It's okay, right?
Oh.
I used to have a 4 foot doll, but it used to sit in the corner of my room, and I did not like it. I used to actually get my Barbie dolls and rip their hands and legs off so they wouldn't come and get me. And I was the boy from Toy Story, the one that would mess up the dolls.
Yeah, see, there's some toys that are weird. Like I remember one time, I think I was in like first grade. Like I think my brother bought me. I don't know if it was like a robot or what, but it was like it had batteries and it had an off and on switch and whatever, and it talked, and I don't remember what it said.
I
But
got chills.
I remember going to bed one night. I turned it off, put it in my toy box, and I went to bed. And in like the middle of the night, I heard like moving or something, and then I heard it start talking. So I went and opened the toy box and turned on my light and was like, "What the heck's going on?" And I guess it was on, so I turned it back off, and I hadn't played with it for like a week, and after that it started making noises again, and I went back and it was still off, but it was still making noises. So at that point I kind of just took it to school for show and tell, and then someone's like, "Oh, that's cool." So yeah, you can have it.
You're a terrible person.
I was in first grade. I didn't want to like throw it away, and my brother would be like, "Why'd you throw my gift away?" So I was like,
So I gave it to some random kid at school.
"Yeah,
I used to have a doll that did flips and stuff like that.
yeah."
And it went on in my toy box, and it was just like kicking the top of the toy box. And it scarred me for life, dude.
Oh.
He's trying to do flips in there. It's like, I'm ready to do flips. You do it at night too.
Yeah, see, at least they weren't as bad as Furbies. Furbies were weird.
Have you seen like the ones where they try to make them like taller?
Taller?
Like they build them a body and stuff,
That's weird.
and it makes them a head. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of those. Those are really scary.
That Furbies were pretty durable though. Like I'll give them
I
that.
never got one. They freaked me out.
Yeah, their eyes were weird.
There's
Also, yeah,
there's also like this new toy for kids, and you squeeze their belly and it's like a teddy bear, and it's like so cute, and then when you squeeze their belly it shows like sharp teeth,
oh
and
yeah.
the eyebrows go down and they look all angry. Like, why would you sell that to a child?
I think it's like marketed more for adults to scare their children with.
That's still fucked up.
But yeah, I've seen that. Like, I think there was a video somewhere of someone that had it, and they give it to their daughters. Like, I got you a toy, and she was all happy, like playing with it. It's like, yeah, squeeze it. It talks to you. And she's like, really? And she squeezes it in the mouth, and I think it was a unicorn actually.
That would scar me as a child. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, she dropped it, screamed, and ran away. The parents were having a blast.
What was your favorite toy as a child?
Uh, I don't know. I mean, honestly, I didn't really play with a lot of toys when I was little. I was like more outside, just like using my imagination.
I feel that. Yeah. I like stuff that had me like do stuff. You know what I mean? Like easy bake ovens.
Yeah,
My brother had this Hot Wheel thing that you built, and you put the cars through them, and it was like water would fall on them, and it would change the car's color.
yeah, yeah. The temperature changing cars. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. I
See,
stole it from him.
I don't remember having a lot of toys. Like I think the toys that I do remember having, I had like a rubber band gun. I
I
had
would
like
not trust you with it.
a remote control car. Just like toys that people buy for boys, like for little boys. Yeah, that's what I had, but I never really used any of them. I didn't really like them, I guess.
I used to buy like those spy gear stuff and pretend that I was a spy.
It, yeah. See,
I like the guys' toys mostly because most of the girls' toys were like dolls, and I was terrified of them.
Yeah, my sister, she wanted a baby sister, so she tried to get me to play with her dolls, but I wasn't really interested.
You like the action figures, didn't you?
I didn't even like action figures.
I had a Spider-Man one.
Like I was fine with like stuffed animals. Like I liked stuffed animals, but that was about it.
I think actually my dad likes horror movies, so I watched Chucky when I was really small, and that scared me. Also, his friend's name is Chucky, and he put
The Mask.
no, his friend's name is Chucky, and he left. We were watching Chucky. He left a message on the telephone, like, and he says, "Hey, it's Chucky," and yeah.
You're like, oh god.
I think my grandma was babysitting. She was pretty scared too. Just a
Oh,
voice message. Hey, it's Chucky. When you're watching Chucky, yeah, that's
uh,
not okay.
or right after you finish watching it.
Yeah,
Yeah, see, my aunt was really into horror movies, and she didn't really care who was like around when she watched them. So
you watched a lot of them.
I don't remember them. Like, there's a lot of movies, especially when I was little, that I remember watching,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't like remember the plot or anything.
I
Like,
agree. Yeah.
I think one of the movies that my mom and sister watched a lot was Enough.
I know.
I think it's called Enough. I don't know, but they watched it like constantly, and I remember watching it, but I didn't remember the plot line, and then I watched it later, and I was like, I remember all of this, but I actually understand it now.
Yeah, I go back with like a lot of movies, even songs like that.
Songs are weird. Like, I think we talked about it last time. It's like
Mm-hmm.
you listen to them when you're little, and you didn't really understand what they were saying, and then now that you listen to them,
You're like, oh my god, I
that,
listened to that. I
that
sung
I
that.
was singing that, and they were fine with it. But yeah. So what's next?
See, this is why I write down stuff, so in case there's awkward silence, we
and
could
you
go
and
to
you
it.
and you still don't know what to
No,
talk
I'm
about.
just saying.
You still you every time we start, all right, what do you want to talk about first? It's like I have like
Just so I'm
two
prepared, I'm
things.
ready.
I have like one thing I need to talk about or I want to talk about.
I want to talk about Prince Philip,
Okay.
and I have a story behind it.
Didn't he die?
He did. But let me tell you, okay, so I go into work, and my boss starts playing what's the name of that band?
I don't know.
I think it's the Rolling Stones. He starts playing the Rolling Stones,
Okay.
and he said that he's seen them like 3 times in concert. And he's like, but those guys look like corpses. Like they look like they're dead, and that they don't know that they're dead yet. They just look old. I was like, have you seen Prince Philip? He looks like that. It was the day he died, and I didn't know it. And he's like, the one that just died, and I was like, nah, he just looks that way. He just looks like he's about to die.
It's like, no, he literally just died.
Yeah. He's like, he literally just died like last night or this morning. And I was like, oh. And then I get a text from Alyssa, and she's just like, did you know Prince Philip died? And I was like,
So yeah, I just found out.
yeah, I just found out. And it was kind of embarrassing.
I made a joke about it. I didn't know it was a joke at the time, but it yeah. Anyway,
He kind of looked at me like, what is wrong with you? Why are you joking that he's died? I was like, yeah, he just looks that way. He's still alive. He's like, no, I'm pretty sure he's dead.
he doesn't have a pulse anymore, so
I had to look it up, and then it was all over the news, and I was like, damn.
yeah. See, I don't watch the news, so I wouldn't know. Like, I just found out, I think 2 days ago that he had died. I was
Yeah.
on Facebook and someone posted uh, like the funeral
Of him?
of him and
You're like, what? He's dead?
Queen. The Queen was crying, and they put. I think the caption was 72 years is a long time, so I understand her pain.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, he
Plus, they're
died.
cousins, so had to be longer than that.
Okay, now you're just joking about.
No, but for real, they are like first or second cousins. They had to keep it, royalty keeps it in the bloodline. They are
Yes.
literally first or second
Anyway,
cousins.
anyway,
Not
Moving
to be
on.
insensitive, but they are. Look it up.
Moving on.
I've also been like working out. Well, actually, I've been posting Prince Philip as when we post episodes.
I know.
And so now I can't do that no more, so I don't know what to
Yeah,
post.
no,
Because it would
I've
be really insensitive.
yeah, you. I don't know why. Like you post weird stuff.
I don't know. I just think it'd be funny.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I go on.
Oh,
I
I
should.
run it past you.
No, you don't.
I was
You
like, check it
just
out. No one, we barely have a
use.
lot of
You
followers.
post it, and then you send it to me after you post it. You're like, "Hey, is this cool?" You just post it. And it's like, "Hey, look at
No,
this."
no one sees it until an hour later, and only like a few people see it. So
I when I was posting, I should start doing it again. I keep forgetting. Like every time the video goes up, like I used to
toast
post, but I don't know. I've been doing
slacking.
pretty much that because it normally it goes up at like or it used to at like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night. Then
Mm-hmm.
I do something. But now that we have a new schedule and your internet's a little slow,
Yeah,
it goes up at weird times, and I'm normally busy doing something at those times. So I've just been forgetting. And normally when I'd get like 15, 20 views,
mm,
like everyone on my Snapchat would look at it.
that's good.
So I feel like that may be one of the reasons that
Our thing's been low.
yeah, because
Yeah,
I haven't been posting.
I feel like a lot of your friends listen to it more than mine.
It's
I like share it. They're like, cool.
like cool. That's a thing. I'm not gonna do anything to it, but
I think actually remember I posted a video of you eating sushi,
yeah.
and Gabe is like, I wish I was that sushi. Gabe is one of our friends that had a crush on Ryan.
We did I ever tell you about the? No, I did. I don't know if I ever told them, but when we made guacamole in the hotel room,
Oh yeah, you told me. I
yeah,
don't really remember it that well.
it was great. We were doing the. I didn't know Gabe at the time. I think we
You
had a couple classes together.
you were acquaintances.
Yeah, we didn't like talk or anything. But when we went on the trip, I
The
forget what
Boulder
it's
trip?
the Boulder trip for climate change. We had to make a video on climate change, and he was my roommate, so we were sharing the hotel room,
Yeah.
and they gave us I don't know how much money they gave us, but they said, "Here's some money. We're going to Safeway. Get some stuff so you can make your own lunches, and that'll be your lunch for the week and a half,
Yeah. I
whatever,
remember
however
now.
long it was." And me and Gabe went in the stores like I really don't know what we're gonna get. I mean, get some like sandwich meat, I guess, some bread, and I don't know who had the idea, but like I know we were both craving
Guacamole.
guacamole, and we're like, you know what, we should make guacamole in the hotel room. So we bought all the ingredients. We got the avocados, we got the tomatoes, we got the onions,
Mm-hmm.
the salt, the pepper, I think lemon juice, and we bought all of it. And we I don't know if I should say that. Anyway,
Tell me after.
um, we bought it all, and I think I don't remember who it was. They're like, "This is all you're gonna get for the week that you're gonna be here. This is all you're gonna eat." So yeah, we'll be good.
You just got guacamole.
We got guacamole
Did
and
you
stuff
get
for
chips?
sandwiches. No,
Okay.
no, we got our stuff for sandwiches. I don't remember what kind of meat, and then we got pop.
Nice.
We got cream soda. Yeah, and we went back to the hotel room and we realized once we got there we got chips too. We did get chips. We got tortilla chips because we
Okay,
needed it
good.
for
The guac.
guacamole. Yeah,
That's what I was saying. I was like, you're just gonna eat it like with a spoon or
yeah.
what?
No, we did get chips. I thought you were talking about like little bags of chips for lunch.
No.
No, Yeah, no, we got tortilla chips, and we got back to the hotel room, and we realized we don't have a knife. We don't have a bowl. We have nothing to actually cut all the ingredients and actually store it in anything. So Gabe was trying to figure out what to do, and I was like, you know what? We can just put it in the ice, the little ice thing that you put the
Oh,
ice in, and
oh
put the
my
bag
god.
in there. And we
And the cleaning ladies are gonna be like, what the heck? And it's probably all brown.
the,
They're like, so
the
much shit in here.
someone shit in the ice bin.
They're like, eh.
No, we put the
You
bag in
smell.
because again we didn't have any utensils to do anything, so we peeled the avocado, put the avocado in the bag, smashed it in the bag, and that was how we smashed the avocado. Got the avocado. We still didn't have a knife, and we were trying to figure that out. And I was like, you know what? I think we can do with the card. So I think I pulled out.
Oh my
I don't know
god.
if it was an MSUB card.
Did you wash it before?
No, no.
Ugh.
We pulled it out and we started cutting. I sharpened it a little bit. I don't remember what I sharpened it with.
What the fuck?
So we don't have a knife, but I can sharpen this thing.
How'd you fucking sharpen a card?
I don't know, but we did, and we used that to cut the tomato and the onions.
I mean, you could have went to the front desk and been like, "Hey, you got a knife? A
Do
butter knife?
you think they're gonna give us like children a knife?
I
It's like,
don't. Maybe a butter
hey,
knife
hey,
or a
we're
bowl."
staying in your hotel. Can I have a knife?
You never know. All right, just be like, "We're trying to make guacamole. We need a knife." You didn't.
Anyway, yeah, we ended up cutting the vegetables with the car, threw it in, ended up mixing it in the bag again, and we just left it in the ice tray, ice container. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
Anyway, we left it in there, put it in the fridge, and like everyone was at our room that night because I don't know how everyone found out.
Did you guys make guacamole?
Yeah, but they found out we made guacamole.
If they knew how you made it, I don't think they would want to eat it.
It was great though. For what we did and what we had, it came out great.
Good to know. Everyone was a big fan.
Yeah,
And
everyone's like, "This is good."
if you ate Ryan's guacamole, just know that he made it with his card, unwashed,
Yeah,
like old gum on it.
I don't use my card that often like that. I mean, it sits in my wallet, so
Yeah, I don't know.
it's still fine.
I hope so. So
No one got sick. We're good.
that's how COVID really happened.
Yeah, we've just been carrying around the genes or the virus for 4 years.
Just like all the stuff that we used to do before COVID. Like I remember Josh used to eat food off of the floor
It was Skittles. You threw,
and M&Ms.
yeah. I mean, to be fair, you guys were just throwing them at him, and he didn't want them to go to waste.
No. I sit in the back of the class with him at Mr. Barry's, and he found like an old Skittle, and he just like
Ooh, Skittle.
he like blew it so that way like the dirt would come off, but it was still old and nasty, and he ate it. And I was like, what the heck? He doesn't like if you would lick your hand and try to put it on him,
Yeah,
he
no,
would get freaked out, but he would
he-
eat food off of the floor.
He is deadly. Like, he is very afraid of saliva. There's a phobia for it, but I forgot what it was called. But he has it. Like, if I ever wanted to mess with him, like I just take one of his things off his plate and just lick it. He's like, "Ah, you son of a," and he wouldn't eat it. Or if I was still hungry in the lunch.
You're messed up. Well, I don't really like saliva either, but like I'm not terrified of it like he is.
Yeah, yeah, it was bad. Like I don't know where he got it from, but
Maybe something scary happened to him as a child.
I mean,
Maybe his brother licked his face.
you know, I wouldn't put it past Michael or Steven.
Yeah, maybe they used to torture him. I don't know.
I I don't think now
Yeah,
they
probably not
definitely
now.
wouldn't do it now, but back then I could see it. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of siblings torture their siblings. And that's probably why they're messed up.
I mean, yeah. Never
Well,
mind.
why are you messed up?
It's like,
What are you
I
scared of?
was the. I'm not scared of a lot. Like
I'm scared of everything.
I know. Well, Josh is scared of like horror things in general. Like I try to get him.
Horror?
Yeah, horror things. Horror, dumbass.
Well, I asked him to come and see a movie with me,
Yeah,
and
no, he doesn't like horror movies.
it was just like it wasn't even like that scary of a movie. It's like Happy Death Day,
Yeah,
like the groundhog.
yeah,
Hold on, someone's trying to come in.
yeah.
Keep talking, Ron.
What am I going to talk about?
So yeah, I invited him to Happy Death Day, and he asked me to go first, and then he chickened out last minute, and he's like, "I don't want to have nightmares. I can't go."
He doesn't like horror movies. He doesn't like horror games. I try to get him to play horror games with me. He doesn't like horror in general.
So weird. He. I asked him if he watched Stranger Things. He's like, "No, those things give me nightmares."
The Demogorgon?
Yeah. Does he play Dungeons and Dragons, or does that scare him as well?
No, he plays Dungeons and Dragons.
He just has nightmares.
Whenever they face a horror creature.
Those are his sleep paralysis demons.
Horror creatures?
Yes.
There's a lot of them. I mean, I don't think he plays. He tried to get a campaign going for us, but I think he only got like one session in, and I wasn't even there. I was in Boulder at the time,
Oh, okay.
and I guess he said that they ruined it because something about a squirrel. I don't remember.
Like a lot of people don't take it seriously, and Josh is like a very
He
serious
was
person.
very upset that they turned his campaign on its head.
I would definitely do that to mess with Josh too.
Like, but to be honest, that's how a lot of campaigns go. Like the ones that I've watched and I've been a part of, like they do that. Like that's why when I was a DM, uh, I kind of didn't really plan ahead. Like I had the vague idea of what I wanted to do in like certain elements, but because things change so often, you can't like write a full on story about it.
Oh yeah, that's true. I played it once. It's kind of crazy, complicated,
Yeah,
and I got bored right away, and I left.
I mean, it depends on who you're playing with too. Like some people have like great imaginations and they actually like
I think it was Michael, and then the coworker I was telling you about, the crazy one.
yeah.
I love you, Jacob. You're crazy.
Oh yeah, but
I saw him getting his shot, and he was looking at the paper, and he's like, he put his mask down and chewed on it, and I was like, what? He's like, do you ever get the urge to eat paper? And then he started talking about, do you ever get the urge to kill someone? And I was like,
I mean,
no.
I remember at one point Josh looked at me and asked me if I ever got the urge to try to eat metal. So
I think that's like, have you seen like Strange Addictions? They like eat sand and stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah,
There's like a deficiency apparently. So maybe Josh has some
like an
deficiency.
iron deficiency.
Yeah.
He's like, I just want to like put a penny in my mouth and chew on it. Like I want to like actually bend it with my teeth though. I was like, that's kind of weird. So I want to eat it and digest it. It's like I don't think your body can do that. He's like, I'm pretty sure it can. Watch this, and he tried to eat it, but
He breaks his tooth.
I mean, he dislocated his kneecap. Remember that?
Eating the penny.
Yeah, eating the penny is what dislocated his kneecap.
I did remember he dislocated. It was during soccer.
Yeah, it was. You can tell me and Josh were good friends.
You were laughing at him. Everyone's like gathering around and like, oh my god, is he okay? And
Yeah,
like,
because he went to kick the ball, I think, and he tripped. Because there was the soccer field we played on was horrible. Like there was holes in the ground, and
yeah, that's true.
like
Yeah.
the field was uneven. So when he went to kick the ball, his other foot got stuck in one of the holes, and he fell, and his whole kneecap. It's very. It's a graphic depiction,
Yeah.
but it shifted from where the knee is supposed to be to the side of his leg.
I remember one of the RAs flipped out.
Kua,
Yeah.
Kua was, and like everyone was all worried about him. And I walked by. I was like, "What's going on?" And I seen it. I was like, ha, "Stupid!" And I walked away. And everyone's like, "Oh my god!"
It's like, is he all right? And then you're just laughing.
Yeah, like,
He's like,
he's okay. Is he okay? He's like, yeah, he's fine.
He's like, he's such an idiot.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I'm like, but is he okay? He's stupid. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
poor Josh.
I mean that whole time we were in FBLA, not FBLA. I do miss FBLA too, though.
MSUB.
MSUB. The old time we were in it that year, Josh was just getting hurt left and right.
A lot of
Like
people
before
were.
we, I think the first week he like dislocated his shoulder or something.
Are you serious? I don't remember
Yeah,
that.
because he had a cast. He didn't wear it
I
or
remember.
a sling, not a cast.
I remember.
And then he came back after he went to the hospital. He said that once they put the thing on his leg, that it just popped back into place.
Ugh.
You know the one that Junie was talking about, where they wrap it around and they pump it up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it basically shifted it back and
Ugh.
popped it back into place.
I can't be a doctor, dude. That would freak me out. Be like vomit on his leg. Hell no, I can't. Like surgery videos, someone used to torture me with that, and like they would put them on, and I'm like, because I
See,
can't.
I'm fine with it. Like it doesn't bother me as much. Like I guess I have a strong stomach. Like, cause I've been eating with like people talking about some pretty gross stuff.
Oh, I could do that, but like watching videos of like
But even that, like they'll show me pictures when I'm eating. I'm like, oh, cool, and I'll keep eating. Like, I don't know. It's weird.
like you could show me a picture of your shit and no one do anything, but like if you show me a picture of your knee popping out of place,
Just and if anything in the body is wrong and you show it to me, I will immediately throw up.
for real.
Like
Even I can't even pop my own fingers. It makes me uncomfortable.
my knees have been popping lately.
My back always pops. I need to go see a chiropractor.
Same. Like, I've been
We're
noticing that when I get up, like my knee feels weird, and I'll start walking, and it'll just like pop. It's like, oh, I don't think that's supposed to happen. Like, a couple months ago, my chest, like right where the rib cage is,
Started hurting.
I got up one day and stretched, and it popped like 3 times. It was like, I don't even think there's joints there to pop. How is that possible?
That is not good. You're growing boobs.
It felt great afterwards, but while it was popping, it hurt like hell. It was bad.
Your implants, man. They just popped.
I do need to go see a chiropractor too, though.
I thought you were gonna say I need to go see someone about those implants.
I need to get those fixed.
His implants popped. He went flying around the room.
No, I need to see a chiropractor. My back. It's
I got a card. I went to the gym with my brother the other night, and there was a card. There's a bunch of cards on the desk, and I was like, "Yeah, I need one of these."
probably for Doctor Lowe. Doctor Lowe.
I don't think it was him, but I'm not sure.
You sure? Because
What's his first name? Is it Mark?
I don't know. All I know is that Jordan, the person that you go, the pretty much runs the gym. his mom used to work for Dr. Lowe as a receptionist, I believe.
Oh, maybe then.
So
Uh, when I went with my brother the other night, uh, let me just tell you, it was not good. He's like, I'll be your trader, and I'll
your brother?
yeah. So I went with
Yeah,
him
no,
on one
don't.
one of the weekends, and like he's been going every night to the gym, like for like
Yeah,
the past year, and so those rolling things and you
yeah,
use for your ab rollers.
yeah.
So he could go all the way down with it, and he's like, I need you to go all the way down with it, and so I
You couldn't get
tried.
back up.
No, 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 I'm getting to that though. So I'm trying, and he's like, no, you gotta go lower. I was like, this is as low as I could get. And he's like, you gotta go lower. And he's like yelling at me at the gym. So I'm like, shit, I gotta go lower. So I go make a scene. Anyways, so I tried going lower, and I face plant. And everyone fucking sees. Because my brother's dying laughing. I'm on the floor. So the sorest thing the next day was my face.
Yeah, see, I would go to a gym, except when I go to gyms, I overwork myself.
Oh yeah, you were saying that.
Yeah, I that's why I gotta like do it at home. Like I gotta do my own sit ups and push ups,
I just
and
get social anxiety from the people there.
I am fine with that. Like I do have social anxiety, but I don't let it affect me as much as you do.
Yeah, that's true. Like I feel like when I'm breathing heavy, I'm like, oh god, they think I'm breathing all heavy and I'm being weird. And then I start breathing heavy more.
If I'm by myself, yeah, that's probably another reason that I don't go.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So a lot of times I do go by myself.
Yeah, no,
So
I don't do things by myself very often for that reason.
oh my god.
Like I think the only time that I do things by myself is
Doo doo.
because there's your 7-year old brain again. The only reason I do things by myself, for the most part, is because I make plans and I already buy the whatever we're gonna do, and then they just
So,
like cancel.
oh.
Like I was gonna go to the movies one time with Michaela, and I told her, like, I'll buy the tickets, just meet me there. I bought both of our tickets. I bought the popcorn and everything, and then she texted me later and she's like, "Hey, I can't come." I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm already here and I paid for the tickets, so guess I'm watching this by myself." I didn't tell her that, but that's what I was thinking. I was like, "Okay, have a good time."
Do you have a good time?
I it was a good movie. I don't remember what it was.
I I went to hot yoga the other day, and it wasn't by myself. I went with Alyssa,
Yeah,
and so it's really dark when you first go in, and you can't see anybody,
yeah,
which is great, which I really liked. And I was like, I could go do this by myself. And then when everyone was leaving, she turned the lights on so we could put all our stuff away. And there was this guy there. He was the only guy there, and I didn't notice because all of the lights were off.
yeah.
All he had on were booty short underwear, and he was like a 50-year-old man, and I was like, why is he naked? Like I guess it's a sauna room, but like
At
why
the
are you
same time.
naked? And he walked. I was sitting down, right, because I was like, I'm gonna wait until everyone puts their stuff away because of COVID, and I don't know where any of the stuff goes. It's my first
Yeah.
time here, and he walks right by me with his ass in my face,
I
talking
think
to the instructor, and I'm like, put some clothes on.
that's that's definitely gonna be a weird thing for me when I go to Japan too.
There's naked people.
When you go to the hot springs in, I think, one of the places we're going to, one of the towns or cities. I think it's a town. It's kind of small, they said. But the hot springs, it's mandatory, that word. It's mandatory.
You're naked.
Yeah, you can't go in with bathing suits or anything. So you have to be in your birthday suit. So that's a thing. I don't know. I kind of want to try it because it's a hot spring and I've never been to a hot spring before. But at the same time, I don't know how I feel about getting into a pool of hot water with a bunch of other naked dudes.
That's amazing. I would do it. I know like a lot of places like in other countries their beaches are like
Optional,
clothing and
yeah,
I think it's really weird because I wouldn't want to go see someone naked.
yeah. I mean,
And they're
if,
like just like okay with it. I'm like, yeah, no, I need to wear clothes.
see,
I can't even wear a bathing suit, man. I wear a shirt and shorts.
I'm fine with a bathing suit.
Yeah, I'm not okay with a bathing
Like,
suit.
I don't have the body for it, but I'm fine with it anyways.
Same. Then they don't fit me. Like, no.
It's like I don't think I can do that.
I like look in
I
the mirror. I was like, too much skin. And
I
where's my
might
hoodie?
start working out. I need to,
So you
but
can
I don't
meet an
have.
anime girl
I
and learn some Japanese pickup lines.
I'm not gonna learn Japanese pickup lines.
I think you should.
I'm gonna learn Japanese to communicate at least.
¿Dónde está biblioteca?
Why do you want to know where my library is?
I forgot the name for bathroom. What is it?
El baño.
El baño. There you go.
Oh man. I don't know. I,
You got this. You could learn it.
it took me about a week to learn the first alphabet.
Hey, but at least you're not like waiting until last minute. You got 5 months.
I should be able to get to the second, or maybe partly into the second. What's it called?
Alphabet?
Lesson plan,
Damn, lesson
because
plan.
the first lesson plan has 18 lessons.
Jesus.
First lesson is the whole first alphabet, and then the second uh, lesson on the first lesson plan is the second alphabet. Then the next one I think is people, places. Then there's numbers,
Jesus.
and then there's crap, greetings. But like that's just like the first lesson plan, and there's 18 lessons in that, and then that's just for beginners. There's four different or five, four or five. I think there's five different tiers. I should be able to get to the second one before I go, or at least halfway through it, because I've been doing like a lesson every day.
That's good.
So that's why I've been able to master the first alphabet in a week.
Can you sing the alphabet?
Is
that a thing?
120, 101 characters?
Sing us out.
I can I can write them down for you.
But you don't know the names yet?
No, I know how to say them, but
Do the first like 5.
e, u, e, a, I, u, e, o.
Oh.
It's the vowels. That's it.
Ah, ooh, ooh, oh.
A, I, u, e, o. That's it. And then after that, it's just adding a letter in front of it. So it'd be a, I, u, e, o, sa, shi, shi, su, se, so. But they're all different characters.
It sounds so fucking hard.
And then it's not hard to like read them, but the characters themselves, like writing them out, is different. It's a little bit difficult.
I bet, like, because when I was teaching, they messed up and it's like another letter.
Yeah. There's, I think, what is it? A, E, M. I think it's N. Nu and me are very close.
Nu and me.
Nu and me.
What does that mean?
They're very close in writing, as well as ru and re, ru and ro. They're also very close.
What do they mean?
That's just a character. That's part of their alphabet. That's one character in their alphabet. Like, hold on.
He's gonna teach me.
I'm gonna this. is
I'll describe what he's drawing.
that's new,
It's like a circle with a V in it.
and then that's meh,
It's another circle with a V in it, but without no little circle at the bottom.
and then ru
Ruh.
is like this, and then ro is just that. Well, that's not supposed to be as long.
So it looks like cursive Z, but one has a little tail and the other one doesn't.
Yeah. So they're very close,
Mm-hmm.
but they're different characters.
Weird. Nice.
Then like there's some that have like an extra line, and I think once you get further in, you start adding. They pretty much look like parentheses, like a little pair of parentheses at the end, which they call tenten.
Tenten?
Tenten. And that changes the character from one sound to another. So instead of being ka, it would change it to ga. So from
Kaga.
K to gay, to gay, from K to G. I'm trying to rhyme.
That's how you become gay, my friends. From gay to gay. You just
From
add
K
a
to
little.
You
little
add parentheses
spice.
at the end. No, but yeah, and I think H is weird because H has two H. If you add the tenten, it becomes B, and if you add, I forget what the other one's called, but it's pretty much like a little degree. It becomes P. So H, if you see the little parentheses, it's B, and then the degree, it's a P, and it's weird. But
That's a lot of information.
you can also add smaller characters to it, and it also makes it another character.
Learning Japanese with Ryan. That's what I'm gonna call this episode. So you
just the end.
Every episode he'll teach you a new word.
Yeah, that's it. But
How do you say dog?
Inu.
Inu, yeah. That's your word of the day.
INU or INU.
INU.
INU. I think I know the kanji version of it. I don't know, it's been a while.
What's kanji?
Kanji is the word. So the three alphabets are katakana, hiragana, and kanji.
I heard a hiragana.
Hiragana is the first alphabet, which is the 101 characters. Katakana, from what I understand, they use it for mostly foreign words, but there's also they use it as like particles in a sentence as well. And then kanji is the words themselves as characters.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Should I say my dream and then we could end it?
I mean, it's about that time since you actually had a dream this time.
So, I had a dream that I was in Las Vegas again, and I was renting a hotel room, and I think you were there, and my brother, and my mom and my dad, for some reason.
It was a family trip, and then you're just like, "Hey, can I invite Ryan? Because why not?"
Yeah, you were there. And we stood in like a very like.
Is it Caesar's Palace?
No, it was like one of those cheap,
Oh,
scary hotels, the sketchy ones, and there was snails everywhere and leeches everywhere, like all over the floor.
I mean,
and I kept stepping in them, and I was like, ew, and then I'd peel them off, and then we ended up going to a nicer hotel. But my mom's really into dreams, so I asked her what it meant, and so she looked it up in like her dream book.
Yeah.
So the leeches mean I'm annoyed by the people around me. And the snails mean that I'm lonely. So
that makes sense. It's like I hate everyone, but I feel lonely.
And that is me. That describes me perfectly.
So I hate all of you, but I also want affection. Please, somebody. What the hell? Get away from me.
That is me.
That is how you treated most of your boyfriends, not gonna lie. Like,
Yeah.
I want affection. Too much affection.
That's my problem.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely an issue.
I want affection, but I also get annoyed by too much affection. But if you're not giving me enough
You're like a cat.
affection, exactly.
Is like, I want attention, but if
Only
you
when I
give me
want
too
it.
much, or if I don't want it right now, I'm gonna bite and scratch the shit out of you.
Well, I don't bite or scratch them.
I mean, that's good.
Not abusive.
I don't know. I don't know what goes on in your relationships. All I know is that you bring him over to my house sometimes.
Because they're like, I want to meet your friend. You always talk about Ryan. I'm like,
Yeah,
he's my little friend.
my little friend. That sounds weird. He's my little friend.
You want to meet my little friend? And they're like, what?
Is it like a gun?
Say hello to my little friend. And then I bring you out.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Just step out the
Next
step out the
time
door.
I introduce you to someone, that's what I'm doing. Say hello to my little friend.
It's like, all right, first of all.
And then you come out, you're like, bang. Bang, bang.
Yeah, that's probably never gonna happen.
I'm going to say it. I know you're probably not going to do the bang, bang part.
I probably also won't be here unless you find someone in like the next month.
There's video call. If you ever pick up.
Yeah, I don't answer you most of the time.
Yeah, I tried calling him before.
You tried calling me because you were outside my house. I got your text message.
I didn't know if you did. You never answered. Usually, when someone says I'm here, I'm like, okay, be right there. Or, okay. I didn't know if you seen it.
When someone texted me that, I was like, okay, I start heading out the door.
Yeah, me too. But I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I don't. Like, if you don't see me within 10 minutes, I probably died. So.
God. From the door to my car, you died.
Oh man. I don't know. It's. Yeah, no, I don't really answer people like that. Like, even when I'm going to pick someone up, like, I'll be like, I'm outside, and some of the people, it's like, don't even text me back. So I've been in a situation where I sit outside someone's house for like 20 minutes.
Jesus.
And I text them again.
Usually, like, say, like, Alyssa comes and picks me up, and she's like, I'm outside, and if I don't text back right away, she'll call me. She'll blow up my phone.
So, like, what you do to me.
Yeah.
Except I'll just keep pressing end.
Yeah, and I answer her. Yeah. And I'm like, I'll be right outside and pooping or something.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't. I don't know. I don't like. I like talking to people, but at the same time, I don't. Like, I like phone calls, but
it depends on your mood and who it is.
Yeah.
So when it's me, you just end it.
Pretty much. I mean, for the most part, like, if I'm coming and you're trying to get me to go, I'm not gonna answer you.
Sometimes I'll talk until I get to the car. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've answered one of your calls and you did that to me the whole way I was there, and I was like, I'm hanging up on you right now. Like, halfway there because you kept talking.
Yeah. Well,
and then after that, you text me after I hung up on you.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, maybe I texted you to remember, like, something.
No, you text me. You're like, hey, hurry up. You're almost there.
Yeah. Because then you could look at it after and you're like,
yeah.
Laugh about it.
Laugh about it, huh? I was. Yeah, no.
So you ready?
Ready for what?
Oh.
So
make sure you make those donations. See Ryan and address.
I am confident that I'm not going to have to do that because I've been checking it and no one has donated yet.
Someone said they did, and then I checked it and
no one has donated. So I'm feeling pretty good about this right now.
I'm feeling sad because I wanted to see that.
Like, everyone has told me that they want to see it, but no one's actually done it. So
Come on, donate $10, $5, $2, 50 cents.
oh, did we even like decide what we're giving to?
No.
That might be a factor as well.
I Someone said donate to the Boys and Girls Club. That's other. I tried to like post it, but that's the only reply I got.
We've been getting a lot of like I've been on our Instagram. We've been getting a lot of people like posting on those things like promoted on this. I was like, what? Who are you?
Oh yeah, those are just because like I put captions, and so people want you to pay them to promote it. So like they'll search up like podcasts
Yeah.
or something, and they're like, "Oh, this one's a small page. Ask them if they want to pay me so I could promote it." So it's not really a big deal. I also put like ask us questions for the next podcast, and
Yeah.
no one answered. So
Yeah, they don't like you.
it's on our page.
You post.
I
I don't think we have a lot of followers on our Instagram page, to be honest. I think there's like 4 or 5.
Yeah, there's not much. And the ones that always answer are my brother. He's the one that said the question and also the who we should donate to. Kaylin's like really responsive. Not on the Instagram because she's not really on Instagram that much, but
no, but
she's really like responsive with the comments and
oh
she
yeah,
made the
like
stuff for us.
She listens every time we post. I know.
Yeah, she's a true MVP out there.
I think she's
shout out to Caitlin. I love you.
I think she was the first person to subscribe to us.
Yeah.
Other than you, 3 times.
Hey, don't tell them.
I know. I went on our page afterwards. Like I was like, hey, we have 3 subscribers. Like after our first video, and she's like, yeah, those are all me.
I made separate pages. I have separate pages.
I was like, oh, that's not okay. That's a thing.
I have like 10 YouTube accounts that I made.
Yeah. We made one, or we were supposed to make one, like in 7th grade.
Yeah.
And we never did. Well, you made it, but we never did anything with it.
Yeah. And then we forgot like the passwords and everything for it. So.
No, we know the password. It's still the same password as it is now.
But do you remember the name of it?
No.
Okay. So.
The username is gone, lost to me.
But we kept the password the same for this one.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
It's the name of one of his exes.
That's yep. It's a nickname for one of my exes. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for this podcast. We'll see you next time.
We're not sure
I
when.
was gonna say next week, but you know,
we don't know when.
With Alyssia, never know when you're gonna get what you get.
It's a surprise.
Not a surprise.
Keep you surprised.
It's bad. Anyway,
goodbye. Donate, subscribe, like our Instagram so we don't have 4 followers. Thank you.